Do you need a lightweight vacuum to use on your hardwood floors? If you answered yes, check out my review of the Dyson Omi-glide Vacuum coming up next on Mumbles. Ah! Hi everyone, Mumbles here. Today's episode is all about cleaning because we're looking at a new vacuum, the Dyson Omi-glide for hardwood floors. So we're going to jump straight into this thing, starting with everything that the Dyson Omi-glide comes with. First things first, you need to understand that Dyson sometimes offers special packages with their Dyson vacuums. So some packages include more things than the standard package. So first things first, we're going to cover what standard comes with the Dyson. First thing you can expect is the omnidirectional soft roll cleaner head, the combi crevice tool, which is basically just a crevice tool that has a little brush you can use. Then it also comes with the docking station and the charger, and obviously the vacuum itself. Now ours had an added addition to it, which included the mini motorized tool, which is basically for things such as your couch and things like that, and upholstery stuff like that. So it's a cleaning tool for that. But the standard only comes with those first few things that I mentioned. We're on to the exciting part now, the information about the vacuum itself. The Dyson Omi-glide Vacuum is a stick vacuum with the primary purpose being to sweep hardwood floors fast and effectively. Cleaning-wise, the Omi-glide is omnidirectional, meaning it can be used forward, backwards, and sideways. You don't have to pick a specific direction like some vacuums. This movement allows the Omi-glide to take advantage of its dual brushes because you can cover so much different ground. Now these dual brushes do spin one forward and one backwards, so you always are getting the maximum amount of dirt you can pick up. Because it is so small and lightweight, the Omni-glide is also able to fit under things with relative ease. It can literally go flat to the floor and be able to be used under things such as your bed, your counters, your sofas, whatever it may be. You should be able to fit your Omni-glide underneath it. Now, the vacuum itself also does feature a max button, which gives you a little bit more power if you need it. Of course, it is at the cost of reduced runtime. This vacuum is also easy to change into handheld mode, allowing you to use it pretty much wherever you need to use it to get those hard to reach places or those corners or maybe even your couch swept. If you have the version with the mini motorized tool, you can also use that on your upholstery and things such as that. As far as the specs of this vacuum go, this thing weighs only 4.2 pounds and has a runtime of 20 minutes without using the max button. It also has a 3.5-hour charge. But just because it only has 20 minutes doesn't mean that it can only run for 20 minutes. This thing does have a removable battery. One of the first Dysons I've ever seen with a removable battery. So if you want more runtime, there is always the option of buying another battery, if you can get one. Currently, at the time of this review, they are sold out on the Dyson site. So perhaps later on down the road, they will have more in stock, but at this time they don't. Now this vacuum is a canister vacuum, meaning that you don't have to spend any extra money on bags or things like that. When you're full on dirt, you'll be able to see it because it is clear, and you can go and take that to the trash can and dump it out. Now as far as keeping things clean in this vacuum is very easy to clean out the dirt. Pretty much everything is washable, including the soft roller head and any tools that don't have electronic components in them. So everything's washable, your filter, all that stuff, you can wash it. You just need to make sure to get it nice and clean and then make sure it's nice and dry before you put anything back in it. Obviously, if it's an electronic part, do not use it in water. That pretty much sums up all the running features of this Dyson product. So now we're going to come to the con section. The first con is this vacuum is not usable on carpet. The way that the brushes are made and the way that it has its power set up, it is really not made for carpet. You're not going to get a lot of stuff if you go to try to use this on carpet. It's not going to pull up a lot of dirt because it's just not made to do that. And the second con is the power. Because this thing is used mainly for hardwood floors, and that's what it was created for, you will find that the power is a little bit lesser than other vacuums on the market because it doesn't have to have a huge amount of power because it's not doing carpet. Now the third con is a problem with pretty much any vacuum out there that has a battery and that's cordless. Over time, the battery is going to wear out. You're going to have less run time. The more you use this thing, in a couple years, you might only get 15 minutes. I'm not grading off the score at all for this. I'm making you aware of it. This is a thing that happens with all battery-powered vacuums. Over time, the battery degrades and it doesn't charge as well. It doesn't hold as much of a charge. You can counter this by getting a new battery from Dyson if you want to. I'm listing it here as a con so that you guys all understand that is a thing that happens. We're now going to come to my overall thoughts, opinion, and score on this product. But before we do, I do have to ask, please subscribe to MumblesVideos. Thank you guys all so much for the support. You guys are amazing. So we now come to my thoughts and opinions on this product. The Dyson Omi-glide Vacuum is a vacuum that is made specifically for hardwood floors. And Dyson made it in a way that it does great on those hardwood floors. This is a vacuum that, while it might not have a lot of power, it has more than enough power for hardwood floors. It easily cleans up things. It literally glides across the floor when you're moving it, whichever way you're moving it. It can fit under things with relative ease. If you need to go under things like a bed, it's easy to do that with. And the motorized tool that we have for handheld mode actually works pretty dang good, I have to say. Also, there is the option that if you do need more power, you can press that max button to get yourself a little bit more power to bring up those crumbs if you need to. Always a nice option to have. I can only say good things about this vacuum. It may not be the most versatile vacuum out there, but when you're using it for hardwood floors, it works fantastic. I also have to make a side note here. We also do have a few tile floors in our house, and it actually works really well for those as well. But again, if you have things such as carpet and stuff like that, this probably isn't the vacuum for you. It just doesn't have the power to do that kind of stuff. I'm not grading off the score for that at all because they say right in the description of this vacuum, it's for hardwood floors. So we're going to grade it only on its hardwood power. And I have to say, hardwood floor-wise, this thing does a fantastic job. It gets things nice and clean. It's easy to use. It's lightweight. If you're a person who, has trouble lifting things or stuff like that, it's a very easy to lift vacuum. Very, very easy to use. Lightweight. I can only say good things about this vacuum. On today's episode of Mumbles, I am giving this product a 5 out of 5. Again, if you're looking for a more versatile vacuum that can do your carpets and all that other stuff, steer clear of this vacuum because it's just not made for that. But if you're in the market for a vacuum that has the power to do hardwood floors, maybe even a few tile floors, this is the vacuum for you and it will work nicely. And I can do nothing but recommend it. Anyways, guys, that's been my review of the Dyson Omi-glide Vacuum. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.